Hey everyone, welcome back to PlaycrastiNation, population 390, and welcome back to the next episode of Into the Breach. If you didn't watch the last episode, guys, don't do it. Definitely don't go watch it, because we definitely didn't lose our campaign as it was going so well, or was it? I don't know. Bottom line is we're starting a new campaign today. As you guys know, I did put a poll out, or maybe you don't know, maybe I'm informing you for the first time right now. I did put a poll out on Twitter over the weekend. Sorry, I have a little bit of a cough right now, so if I like die mid, like I've been like just hacking, so be prepared for a lot of this throat clearing sound. I hope you love it. It's like an ASMR thing for you, maybe, don't know. I put a poll up, should we do another Into the Breach run, or should we start our new Pokemon series? You guys voted for Pokemon. I want to greatly apologize. Two things really kind of layered on top of each other. The first is that I didn't think we were going to lose this campaign, which meant I thought we had episodes at least through this week. Like I thought we were going to have 3 more episodes to go if we didn't lose the last one on Monday, one on Tuesday, one on Thursday, and then Friday would have been the perfect time to do the beginning of a Pokemon series, because we would do a Choose My Starter episode, you guys would choose a starter vote over the weekend, and then Monday we'd start the series. But unfortunately, we died a little bit earlier than I wanted to. The second thing is that I thought I was going to have time over this past weekend to get the graphics done, and I just didn't. So I was out of town. I brought my laptop thinking I would still work on them, and spoiler alert, I did not. So for those who voted for Pokemon, I apologize. Normally, PlaycrastiNation is a democracy, and your guys' voices are heard. In this case, they were heard, but they are going to be ignored. So we're gonna do one more Into the Breach campaign with a new set of mechs, and we're gonna hope that this one goes a little bit better. So these are the Zenith Guard. We're getting rid of the Rift Walkers. We're hopping in with the Zenith Guard. Let's try and learn a little bit about these guys before we hop in. So our main guy is not a melee unit. It's a laser mech who shoots a piercing laser beam that decreases, ow, I bit my tongue, that should be great for this episode. Fires a piercing beam that decreases damage as far as it goes. So, infinite range, but it seems to be, as far as I know, this does hurt buildings. And so a lot of our lines of sight are going to be reduced because we can't have a building behind anything. Although it will be nice in examples, as you can see, like this. Although that's a friendly, we obviously don't want to shoot the friendly, but where we can have multiple targets in a line and do damage to multiple of them. We also have the Charge Mech, who I suppose is kind of our... I mean, I think this guy's horrible. Like, just when I'm looking at this right now, seems horrible. He hurts himself, flies in a line, slams in a target, pushing it and hurting yourself. So it seems kind of like the tank mech, because you have to be on a line of sight, kind of like a rook in chess, but you also damage yourself and you land where he is. So, you know, maybe he'll have an upgrade that we can get rid of the self-damage, not 100% sure. And then finally we have Attraction Pulse. Or the defense mech, I should say, who knows Attraction Pulse. Pull a target towards you 1 tile, and also has a shield projector that can shield tiles from damage. So a nice combo, and they kind of showcase it here in this little video to the right. I imagine we'll be launching a shield to protect the charge mech, and then charging into enemies so you lose your shield but don't lose your damage. But don't take actual damage to yourself. So... Oh, and he's technically a science class, so we've never used one of those before, and it can fly, so interesting. We'll have to see what happens. Let's go ahead and start the game with these mechs, our first time with the Zenith Guard. What could go wrong? Hopefully nothing. People of the islands, I am here from the future. I have come in your hour of need to... Anyone? Is this thing on? Corporate Islands, you can attempt the islands you've unlocked in any order. Veck difficulty will scale depending on how many islands you've completed in the game. Okay, so now if we go to one of these last levels, they should be easier. But I kind of miss Dewey Alms. So you know what? Let's head back to Archive Inc. and you know, the one that looks like Ye Old Earth, and let's try this one out. If you're from the future, you'll find our island is even further back in time than you expected. If not for the Veck, I'd have loved to give you a tour of old Earth relics. Okay, so here we are. Start of the thing. Grid defense back down to 18%. Power available. Oh, we have Henry Kwan in here, and then we have 2 unnamed pilots in the rest. Hopefully we'll get a nice pod or something and get a fresh pilot. Okay. So we can upgrade the burst beam to make ally immune, but can we also make buildings immune? Buildings are probably not allies. Another combination I'm seeing is using the shield projector to protect a building as he shoots into it. And then it'll take damage from the shield, but not from the, you know what I'm saying. So is this where we want Henry Kwan is the question. Maneuverable, can move through enemy units. I mean, probably we want this guy to be the most mobile. The thing is, he gets +1 mech reactor, so it's like, who do we want to have an extra mech reactor? Increases damage done to self. This seems terrible. And you can use 2 shields a turn if we do that. I think I'm fine with it being on the laser mech. Like I said, we're gonna be just kind of testing here right off the bat. Defend the artillery support, protect the emergency batteries. Let's do the Ohmtown first, just because, you know, after coming off the last episode, we need a nice easy one. Do not kill the volatile Veck. I don't know what that means. These volatile Veck detonate on death. Drive it away for safety's sake. Don't let it explode. Hopefully there's only one of them. Excuse me, Blood Scion, what are you doing on the first island? Okay, here's the volatile Veck. So don't kill it. He explodes on impact. So we're probably just going to want to use Shield Man instead. To perhaps pull him in certain directions. So we have to make sure he doesn't attack buildings, but also make sure... Yeah, I'm fine with this. Okay, mission start. Let's get back into this. Someone called the Exterminator. Okay, so yeah, we can do a pretty easy pull here. We can also do... You have 2 health. Volatile Veck. Your bonus objective in this mission is to not let this Veck die. We'll do our best. This Blood Sign is in a horrible position for us. What we can do here is, I don't want to do it, oh, I really wish you could go in any other position than this. We'll go for a laser beam here. It's gonna do 2 damage to the volatile Veck, not a big deal though, it's not gonna die. Then we can come here and then we can, why, oh, I get blocked by this. Okay, fantastic. That is good to know. You can pull an enemy into yourself. It does 1 damage to you, but 1 damage to the enemy as well. So I was really hoping that we could pull you away from the building. What it looks like is we may have to do this in an opposite order. I almost clicked end turn. If we've learned anything, it's don't freaking do that. Now question, can I charge all the way down here? Yeah, so really we can also use his charge as kind of like an increased distance. Like we couldn't normally reach this, but now I can get here and block a spawn, which I think is pretty valuable. Like I said though, we can't really do anything. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reset turn. What are some things we learned from the failure? If there's one thing you should take away from anything in life, it's, you know, learn from failure. And we had several failures in the last little bit of Into the Breach. One of those failures was the... How far do you attack? Just 1 tile? One of those failures was the fact that we click end turn when we shouldn't, so let's try not to do that. And the second is that first turn moves are really important. So what I'm gonna do with you is the exact same thing we're gonna do before. Charge down here, block the spawn. Instead, I think we're just gonna shoot you from here, take you out, and then shield mech come down here, pull this guy 1 tile towards you, and now he's attacking nothing. So really we're just playing a game of cat and mouse with this guy. This guy's not coming back. This guy's gonna block a spawn. We're gonna have 1 more enemy. You're annoying, but we don't really, you know, you don't attack anything, so I actually don't care about you that much. So I think we'll be fine. We have another enemy spawning, and he's so easy. I have been gooped. I'm not a fan of the goop. if I'm being honest. Very little times am I a fan of the goop. So I think you come here, you pull this guy back one tile, you ungoop my boy, and he's no longer being attacked. I think you come here. Ooh, but this is a dangerous game we're playing. In fact, it's a game I cannot play because if I charge into this guy, yes, it will do 2 damage to him and block him on a spawn, but it will do 1 damage to me and I will be on a spawn and then I will die. Seems like not smart for turn 1 to die, although I really like the prospect of pushing you onto that spawn, but I don't think we're gonna be able to. Instead, I think we're gonna have to come here and block you, like, block this spawn like this, shoot you, take you out, no biggie, and then I think you just repair. Go ahead and do that. I want you to do that. Okay, no, I want you to repair. Go ahead and repair. +1, you're gonna lose it again next turn, but not a big deal. You're attacking nothing, you're still here, not a big deal. Okay, so these first missions hopefully will be pretty easy for us. If they're not, then we have a serious issue. Okay, another one of these long range enemies. Again, this guy's just gonna get pulled. Not a big deal. This guy's gonna attack me. I don't really care too much. I'm actually gonna use you in like the most wonderful way. You're gonna both get pulled, son. Here's just a test. All right, so buildings still take damage. It's unfortunate. Oh, I almost clicked enter. Don't do that. You're gonna block that spawn. We can either step 1 tile forward, kill you, repair with this guy blocking the spawn, or we can come here with you, charge into you, into your own guy, kill both of you, kill you, and then just stay on this. Yeah, let's get a little tank action in here. I like that. Do some damage here. You're 1 hit away from death, which is a little scary. And then, is he gonna heal himself? He might heal himself. Let's go ahead and just repair this turn. Don't worry, tank boy, you're gonna be fine. Don't worry about it. Not a problem. End turn. 1 more enemy spawning next turn. Does he heal himself? He does not heal himself. He is not that level of meta. Cool, that's unfortunate. He does 1 damage though, so it's actually not that big a deal. And I think I should... If I come here and you come here, you can pull this guy. You can shoot this guy. Fantastic. And you don't really need to do anything but repair, you know, just for the sake of repairing. Doesn't really matter. And that's a successful mission number 1, which is good. You would hope the first couple missions shouldn't be that, you know, big a deal for us, but, you know, sometimes I surprise even myself. I'm sure that explosive Veck will be back, but at least nothing was damaged. We should double the blast proofing on the vaults before it returns. I hope it's not back. Would enjoy it not to be back. Okay. Safeguard Valley. Kill 7 enemies, protect the coal plant. End the battle with less than 4 mech damage. That seems difficult with these guys who often hurt themselves. Protect the power generator. Let's try Safeguard Valley. Are these mines? We were conducting excavations in this region when the Veck came using old Earth proximity mines. You may be able to use them against the Veck. Well, let's see if we can use maybe Science Mech. Wow, there's not a lot of options here in terms of placement. This seems maybe not great, but between this guy pushing, this guy pulling, we should be able to get a lot of these guys onto some spaces. So let's go for it and see what we can do. Mom, look! Okay, and a pod incoming. Like I said, if we could pick up a pilot, an experienced pilot early. Okay, already dead. I love it. Attacked, and 2 coming in. Okay. And luckily these guys are targeting us, which is just fantastic. We can block us, so I can pull you into your friend, theoretically. I can't quite get to where I want to with this guy, which is unfortunate. So you should be as simple as can I like just charge you on? Well, you're just gonna die. So the mine actually did nothing. With you, we just come here. I think I almost prefer you going to stand on a spawn and shooting nothing. Because, like, these guys aren't attacking buildings, thankfully. It's going to increase the number of enemies we have next turn. But I kind of prefer standing on the spawn instead. And then you come here. You're going to take 1 damage from that. But like I said, these guys are attacking nothing. And then I can use the pull. Oh, you can only pull the enemy closest to you. I keep thinking we can, like, launch it over him and do this. Which we actually cannot. So instead what I will do... Oh, we only have 2 uses of the shield. What I will do instead, oh, you gotta be at least 2 spaces away to use the shield. Okay, hold on, undo move. Hey, if you stay on this mine, will you be exploded? Because I don't want that. I'd like to get multiple uses out of this shield. So let's instead move you here and then shield these 2 boys. These guys are attacking nothing. 2 more enemies spawning next turn. Not unmanageable, though, especially if they go and they step in the mines, which I would love. Let's go ahead and end the turn. These guys are attacking nothing. Yet again, nothing. Like I said, these first island should be a piece of cake now. Oh my gosh, so many artillery boys. All right, you're attacking me. You are attacking tank. These guys, like, just don't care about the buildings, which is really good for me. What happens if I shoot through here? The mountain blocks my shot? I don't dig that. Almost clicked end turn. Literally, what are you doing? Science mech, what do you want to do? How much does a pull do? It only does 1 damage to you, so I don't think that's worth it. Undo that move. We're standing on a spawn here, so we definitely can't take a hit. Like, we have to move. That's clear. We can stand here. If you move, can I get to that spot? I cannot. I was gonna say it'd be nice to laser beam down and take out both of those guys, but it doesn't look like that's gonna happen. But again, they're not attacking our buildings, so... And you can't go through enemies. So if I ram into you and you'll get pushed back. You're no longer... You didn't get pushed back. Really thought you'd get pushed back there. We can stand... Yeah, I like the strategy. Let's go ahead and stand here, blow you away, and then come up here with this guy, pull you... You're on a spawn, and you're going to take a hit from your own guy. So you're going to die and get attacked by your own boy, which is like adding insult to injury, and I love it. So let's do that. And you block a spawn for us, so... We're going to have 2 enemies to deal with on the next turn. You did destroy a mine, which is a little unfortunate, but not the end of the world. All right, you actually are attacking a building for once. It's the first time you've ever done something, which is kind of scary. You have 3 HP as well. It seems like a pretty simple solution, though. You're going to come collect the pod and destroy this guy. You are going to pull this guy, block a spawn. And then you are going to come block a spawn as well, preferably the further one. And then go ahead and hit yourself with a repair, just so you can absorb this 1 hit of damage. 3 enemies on the final turn of battle. We have to kill at least 1, so I would consider that a pretty easy task. So let's go ahead and get it done rather quickly. We have Flyboy and we have an Artillery Boy. You're attacking me, I can dodge that pretty easily. You're attacking me, you're attacking a bit, so you're the only one we actually need to worry about. And the answer to this worry is quite simple. Blast both of you guys away, good night. Blast you into a mountain, you've died. I'm on fire, please don't die. Hold on. Just want to make sure. Let's be careful here if we can. Grab a shield instead. Blast him. Blast him. And now you're not dead. Okay, cool, fantastic. I think that's a win. And we protected the coal plant, so Perfect Island is looking pretty lined up right now, and I'm loving it. Okay, let's try to do one more mission. I know I yapped a lot at the beginning of this, but these are going relatively quickly. Let's open the pod. Give me a pilot. Ooh, it's an old geezer. Harold Schmidt. He pushes adjacent tiles when repairing. Cool. Interesting. I think we'll probably put him on Alexis Singh. How much? You only have 1 experience. We'll give you a little bit more experience, but considering how much this guy is going to be repairing, I think it makes sense. Also, we picked up a reactor core from that, so I don't know why I didn't install Ally Immune right off the bat when we had it, so that's on me. What would we want to install next? Like I said, the +1 damage each might be pretty good once we get the, like if we can get a shield on him. And all of these take extra, so we'd rather value I kind of value HP on you more though. For now, like you just you cut through HP really fast. So for now, I'm gonna install this on you and we're gonna give you extra health, up to 5. Okay, I'm into this. For the final one, defend the satellite launches, destroy the dam, end the battle with less than 4 mech damage. Again, these like less than 4 mech damage are kind of tough. Let's try Archivist Hall. We've been planning to launch these satellites for some time. I hope your mechs can keep the Veck from sabotaging our efforts. Oh, these things are gonna get in the way, aren't they? Okay. We'll do our darndest. I think I actually want you closer because you kind of have to be, and you can fly, so let's do it. Defend the first and second satellite launch. I assume there's like timers associated with them or something. Leave the biggest Veck for me. Okay, so you're nothing. You're not a big deal. You're attacking a building, which is a big deal, and you're attacking me, which is not a big deal. So what I would love to do is to put a shield on this building at the very least, and then laser beam these 2 guys. It's not going to take them out, and I'm like looking right now, and I don't see any way that we... Yeah, I think that's probably best course of action. So like, you need to get like here, and yeah, I'm only gonna be able to shield 1, which is kind of unfortunate, and this guy doesn't even die. So actually that's horrible. Undo this, because even if we shield it, we're gonna be shooting with a laser beam, which is gonna take away the shields, and then this guy's still alive. So really that's not the best course of action. What is the best course of action? Oh, if I knew the answer to that, I'd be a millionaire. Okay. We can shoot this guy and kill him. I like it. I can move you out of harm's way. We're not blocking any spawns though. Like, I'd love to block some spawns. I'm assuming this is just a test. I just want to make sure. Oh, the satellites count as allies. So we actually cannot hurt the satellites with our laser beam, which is really good to know. But buildings do not count as allies. So that is also very good to know. So with you, really the only option I see, because like I said, can't attack in water. That only does 1, so really that's not an option. Your pretty much best bet is to kill this guy, just to get rid of him. So I think we'll go ahead and do that. Goodbye. Did y'all see that? And then with you, we have a couple of options. You can actually stand here, shield both of these guys, and then my newly shielded friend can charge into this guy, knock him offline, do 2 damage to him. He's doing nothing. He's gonna get 1 HP back next turn. Again, I would have loved to block a spawn. We're gonna have 4 enemies on the next turn, but not a big deal in my opinion. I think we can overcome this rather easy. Like I said, he gets 1 HP back. Oh well. These are getting closer to, these are becoming erect. I need to know what's gonna happen. These guys are lined up pretty well if we can get there. Which we can, which is awesome. I can take care of both of these guys this turn. Don't know why I wouldn't. You only have 2 HP, so that seems like another move we're charging into would be pretty good. Don't stand on this spot is what I'm seeing by this. Does it launch next turn then? It must be launching next turn. Let's go ahead and come over here. You're going to block a spawn. You don't have a ton of HP to work with, man. And then you can charge into that guy and take him out. I like it. Why are you not taking him out? Oh, I'm still Science Mech. Does the Science Mech want to do anything? I don't think pulling this does anything either. I think we'll probably do nothing with you, my friend, and you will charge in this guy and kill him, and we avoid the fire because we're going so fast. Speed of light. This mission of ours is really like a big game of violent chess. When you made the comparison already, so don't need to tell me. Another thing we could do with this guy, except for right now I can't undo the move, would be to stand back here and pull you into the death zone. But I think blocking us, well, that actually was a better move because then we don't take damage and we still only have 2 enemies on the next turn. Not a big deal though. This thing should take off. Like I have a reset I can use, but what's the point? In hurting I really can't stay. I bet it's cold out. Okay, so it launches off, nothing dies. We block an enemy. And another flyboy comes in. You're too far. Luckily, I can get you, but I think it's only going to do 1 damage. Oh, this is an issue. This is a big issue. This is a big problem. You have to move off this tile. You can pull either one of these guys back. This is a problem. I'm gonna take grid damage already. Just because of unfortunate placement. I can't get to these fly guys. And I can only pull one of them. So like, or I can shield. It's probably a smarter move to shield 2 buildings. But like the best, I mean, I can make it here with you, but then you're shooting your own building, so then you're doing damage. And if I make it here with you, you can only do 1 damage to him. So it still doesn't take him out. And if you're here instead, it also only does 1 damage, and it does 1 extra grid damage. So that is certainly an inopportune strategy. And like I said, this guy can't, just can't get to where I need him to. He doesn't have the range, so you're probably just gonna block a spawn this turn. Yeah, we're gonna take a grid damage. I'm looking at it right now. I'm trying to look kind of quickly. I don't see a single way that we don't take grid damage, which sucks this early, but really we just care about protecting the satellite launches. So, like, not to say that I don't care about these guys, I obviously do. You go ahead and stand here, get 1 damage off on this guy. You go ahead and pull this guy back so he's not attacking that. And like I said, this building is gonna get attacked for 1. And we got 2 more enemies on the next turn. We have the possibility of losing even more grid damage next turn, which I'm not proud of. I think this was probably not handled great. Like I said, going back to that 1 turn, it really would have been smarter to, I mean, there's really nothing for you to do except for you definitely should repair, so. That sucks that we're losing grid damage already. Maybe it'll resist. It didn't. But you know, we actually did better on our first attempt at this than the second one. Once again, he's attacking a building. Almost clear for launch. Okay, so question. Can I pull you? Nope, the rocket ship gets in the way. Once again, this guy is nearly useless. This guy has to move. He can come here, but then I'm only doing 1 damage to this guy, so once again, kind of in a rough situation. I can kill this guy, which is good. Science Mech can't pull you. I'm gonna take more grid damage. You have to be kidding me. It's like actually, well, actually, no, we're not. We can launch a shield on this thing. Shield the mountain, I guess, as well. Then you can step up, blast this guy away. And that should be it. These guys are attacking nothing. The rocket's gonna launch. Nobody's in the death zone. Okay. you know, maybe not handled as well as I would have liked. I think we probably could have done this mission without taking any grid damage. Had I, instead of blocking the spawn with the science mech, had I gone for the pull instead. But, like, if I'd pulled the fly guy into the rocket launch, I think that would have been a smarter play. But, you know, we still technically secured the 2 objectives for the region. And it depends on how you weigh victory, but I personally think that those are... The perfect island bonus at the end is too strong, so being able to at least get those done. The power grid, I mean, with how much you get at the end, we can buy, with our corporate reputation, we can buy power grid up. So as long as we don't lose any more for the rest of the island, next time we'll do another mission and then the boss battle, of course. But that's it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. I'm interested by these new mechs. I don't know if I like them better than the first guys. My initial reaction is I don't, but maybe I just haven't found all of the... I think there's more synergy to be had here. Like, I feel like the Rift Walkers were very individualistic creatures. They existed in their own realms. The tank boy, just give me in a line of sight, I'll shoot. The artillery boy, give me in a line of sight, and I'll shoot / drop a rock on him. The punching boy, give me right in front of him and I'll punch him. Whereas these guys, there's a lot more like complexity, which I kind of dig, you know, as far as like, well, drop a shield on my guy before you charge this guy, drop a shield on the building before you blast into them, pull this guy into this guy's line of sight so we can then blast multiple. You know, there's more cooperative nature between these mechs, which I like, but it also means I'm more prone to not seeing that kind of solution, so we'll have to see how that goes next time. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you subscribe to become a citizen of PlaycrastiNation today. And if you know anyone that you think would be a great Playcrastinator, go ahead and send them on by, because we would love to have them. But with that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.